men must sacrifice some women to get women that they want. And you will tell me, so am I supposed to be in some sort of a cult? Am I supposed to sacrifice a woman's body to get a woman that I want? This shit ain't right. No, I'm not talking about killing a woman, okay? It's more of the type of women that you will need to sacrifice in your entire life, because these women are what you think you want, because they deliver what you think you need. For that creates a reality that is in a form of need and dependent on them, which enforces and pushes you to consistently want her and consistently go after her, which allows you to be trapped in that reality that she made you create for yourself, because she delivered what you think it's what you need for your entire life. When we know that reality is just a fabricated reality that is not a reality. Isaac, this is your world. This is your reality. And the women that you want are sexy, confident, attractive, and maybe they can satisfy your sexual pleasures, support you. Now, remember, this world that you see, you identify yourself in, and these women that you see, that you feel you want, they are in this reality. This is the world that you are living in. And now this is what we call these only exist because you are relying on this scarcity reality. And this reality that your thought is giving you, it doesn't exist. Again, the women that you perceive attractive, confident, sexy, they satisfy you sexually and then they support you. These women that you think you need, they don't exist. Again, these women, they don't exist. They only exist in your own reality, because you created this reality. But once you remove confident, sexy, attractive, these women will disappear. They only exist because you identify them by the word sexy, confident, attractive, and then supportive. Because the word support, it doesn't exist. It's just a feeling that you will have when you have a lady that maybe you love. And that is just what is. It doesn't identify that she is the lady that you deserve. The lady that you deserve, you want, these women are beyond this reality that you have created in your head. You can't identify these women. Why? You are using a specific word because that word has an identity, and that allows you to filter good women out. It's just because you don't identify them by the word. These are the women, when you are around them, you will have more peace, enlightenment, creative. There is the untapped reality when around them. Okay? So this is now the reality that exists. It's beyond obviously this, but this is the reality that exists, that you haven't used your superconscious mind. Once you use a specific mindset and you tap into your superconscious mind, you will see beyond sexy. When you are free now, you can identify things in a better lens. Her existence will allow you to see the world in a different lens because it is the untapped reality. But once you want specific women who are sexy and they present themselves to you in that specific manner, this is the scarcity mindset. And remember, women can only use game, test men psychologically, torture men psychologically, identify you in a specific lens when you are now in this world, in this cage. She knows how to present herself as confident, as sexy. When you are around any lady that you think she is your type, you have to feel like you are tapping into the untapped reality. Okay, I'm not making sense. 99% of the women that you want to date and you are dating, you will date in the near future, they are your girlfriends. 99.9% of those women, you have them because they wanted you to have them even when you played hard to get them. So you had to play hard to get her for you to have her. For that is the reality that you created in your memories, and you think you have to try a little bit hard physically to get a woman that you want because that lady delivers what you need in your life. Am I making sense? Okay. There is a whiteboard. Which color will you prefer for me to use? The one that is too bright and maybe it's easier for people to identify and see. Which color? Blue or red? Those one who say blue? Those one who say red? Why? Who told you that I must use a whiteboard? Because I'm talking to people and there is a whiteboard and I have a whiteboard marker. Who told you that I have to use it? I did. Why? Because I'm creating a reality in your own head to think that I must use a whiteboard. Since there is a whiteboard, you identified her as attractive. Once you feel attracted to Hannah, it's because you identify her as attractive. And you can only identify her as attractive because she presented and dressed herself in an attractive posture and in an attractive manner to get you see her in that lens. For that will signal the unwanted attention towards her. And any man can make a move on her. She can say no, and you can consistently pursue her. For that is the pattern and the memory that exists in your mind. You tell yourself, she is beautiful, that is why she is taking long to give me a chance. And that belief, that sense that maybe when you try a little bit hard, you will get her, that is not a reality. I want you to stop seeing women by who they are with the identity of the object that she is attractive. I don't want you to label her in that lens. Once you label her in that lens, you are a slave to her because you have to try a little bit hard to confirm your reality. But your reality is not a reality. It's something that you are creating in your head for you to have a reality. Because all these labels equals to you become a slave to this. And once you are a slave to this, you belong in a cage. Once you see any lady, don't identify her by this. Even after maybe sleeping with her, don't identify her by the word. This is just what is, but it doesn't mean this is who they are. It has to be beyond who she is. So it has to be beyond your conscious mind until you can use your superconscious mind, whereby you can see her beyond her words, beyond her dress. And you can only do that by sacrificing your reality that you think it is reality because it is a physical existence. You think that she's attractive because that is how you are perceiving her due to her presence of her energy, and she is signaling you that she is attractive because her tits are popping and her ass is popping. So these are the women that I want you to sacrifice. I don't want you to pay attention to these women who always show up. She looks attractive. You feel attracted to her. And then you want to make a move on her. I want you to look beyond the physical and the materialistic appearance. For once, you are attached to that identity. You are a slave to that. But once you go beyond how she looks and you sacrifice that physicality, reality that you think exists, because that is just what is, that is when you get the woman that you want. Because it's hard for a woman to test you consistently and use game on you consistently when you are using your superconscious mind. You won't pay attention to a specific thing in a lady, not her tits, not her ass. So when you won't pay attention to a specific thing on her body, she can't identify what you are more interested in. So psychologically, she can't laze you, she can't scream you, because she can't even be aware what matters to you most. Because I can only deliver what matters to you so that you can make a move on me, or you can try a little bit hard when you pay attention to what matters to you. So I look in your eyes. But when you are using your superconscious mind, even when you look at her, your mind is somehow in a very different state. So you're not even analyzing her. So when you analyze a woman, she can identify and she can know that you are analyzing her psychologically. And she can deliver what you want so that she can trap you. Because that is when you will think that you have a relationship and you identify yourself with her. These are the women that you need to sacrifice in reality for you to get the women that you really want, and they are best and better for you, and these are the women who will please you. Am I making sense? And the desire is the identity that you are using to get her. And that desire is what is enslaving you to her, because she is delivering what you think it's what you need in your life. She's always ahead psychologically to create your reality so that you can go after her. This is why you have to sacrifice her and forget about her, because she is in the past memory and you're not supposed to live in your memories and think you have a problem, you are low value, you never delivered SMV. No. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what is, and that is what exists in real world. And you have to sacrifice those women because you have already experienced some and you know the characters, the behaviors that exist in these women.